Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the gun on third down, Sheffield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. 2nd and 5. That one complete to McConkey. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. The Chargers at 10-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Something with the grass, like sprayed grass. Finally had to get the lawnmower, both lawnmowers fixed. I got him yesterday.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play.
Get him going, but I couldn't get him going for whatever reason. I'm coming.
Third down, he'll drop to throw.
Mobile repair guys.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe call it 4th and inches. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys. Because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
to ask somebody to cut grass and then have to pay for the lawnmower to be fair.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Wait about 4 or 5 days to have it done.
Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now.
That $50 goes towards
good drive and get some points of their own.
Repair whatever you get repaired.
Up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Yeah, I'm going to cut his grass, so I cut our grass. He out there cutting grass again.
Maybe a yard up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Didn't tell you what
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
He didn't need to go out there. That was the thing. Ain't nothing wrong with Big Ray.
Handoff up the middle. Schneider. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close fist to the referee. And that means 4th down.
I cut mine like really low because it was the first cut. And I wanted to spray that stuff on there, like to get low onto like the roots of the stuff.
Boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Broncos send out their punter now.
Try to go out there tomorrow.
For the first time tonight. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The
Chargers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive.
The hole's already set up.
Threat in the red zone
put the hole back.
As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB,
power washer,
you'll notice he's worked his way
into
the top 5 at this point of the season.
Let me get the
Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
You can find out about certain things.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
See if she's going to do it.
Hit 0 here, and we're going to get a
doing some stuff. Try some other stuff that might help her out.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
I need it. Like I said, I've been doing stuff for about 3 weeks. Everything seemed to be going good with it, so.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Taking turmeric and ginger drink, stuff like that. Say the stuff in there.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Yeah, I've been using sour sop. I just got some sour sop drops.
Just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Parasite stuff.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
I use it at night, right before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the best time to be using it.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Keep using that. It's helping me out. They say a lot of these sicknesses are parasites and stuff that's in your body.
Juice on the snap, but either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach.
That stuff to get rid of the little parasites that might feed him. Yep. So you'd be surprised when you'll see him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flynn. So give
some
him
of that
5
stuff.
yards
I'm
there
going
on
to
the
use
pitch and
parasite
catch.
cleanse
And it'll be
and
second
clear
down.
out.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I use the sour sop. I'll take some of that in the morning. Like I said, the sea moss, I usually buy this drink that has the sea moss in it. I usually drink that. I usually get that every day. Then I bought some sea moss too, so I made some.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Pretty much taking sea moss every day. She was saying she was using sea moss do it. So, gotta stay away from sea moss do it. Use real sea moss. That's better. You use the real sea moss.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I got 2 different ones. Well, this one I just brought. But I had another one that I was using too. As a matter of fact, a little later, I'll send you.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right.
One I've been using for the last
no way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
Other one I just brought you're going to give it to him. They, just talking about on the line and stuff like that. So I actually picked that.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up
see how that thing goes. Then I got the herbal teas and stuff.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Try to do as much stuff as I can to help out. Yeah. Exactly what I'm doing. You never know.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Chargers.
Yeah, got them crazy hours and stuff like they getting off. They got to start at 9:30.
And the Chargers are able to extend
a regular 8-hour day is 6, but a lot of times
you get down near the goal line. This is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run.
Talking in that truck, you can't hear nothing in that truck because the truck's so doggone loud.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
Try to get home, but it's I've been trying to do like all the stuff at one time. By the time I realize the time stuff is already late. Because if I'm getting off late, it ain't much you can do at that point.
Drive spans 7 plays.
Trying to get stuff done, fit stuff in. I think it's just the postmaster itself just trying to be a butthole, having us starting at 9:30. She keeps trying to say it's the district saying it, but I don't think it's the district because they got road carriers coming in at 8:30, but they got city carriers coming in at 9:30.
Nifty move. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
I think she's just trying to make it difficult to seem like, okay, all we do is work.
To take over here.
That's trying to make it look like I want to be there just
for the game.
or
so
just
many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team. What will they do this offseason? What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this.
That's just when I say something. We waiting trying to see what they can do about it. See if something happens. This postmaster,
some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall,
she's supposed to be leaving.
Evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
August. So we hoping she do retire. Get somebody else in there. better start work with us with stuff. We keep talking about we need to work together as teamwork, but it seems like we keep doing everything else for y'all, but y'all not giving us nothing. That ain't teamwork.
Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third.
Nothing about that as teamwork.
Looking middle, and that's complete. That is brought down short.
That ain't teamwork. We ask y'all for one thing, but y'all keep asking us for stuff. Keep asking for stuff too. How's that
really nice job
That's
defensively.
one side.
They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop
She's
before.
Stand there and look crazy. Look crazy. It is what it is. You know that's what it is.
Down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Everything we asked for is a time. They go back to what it was. Before y'all had an excuse for us not to come in because we didn't have
Los Angeles returns to the field.
Now y'all got clerks. Y'all had clerks. It's been in. So what's the excuse now? Y'all don't have an excuse. It's just what you want to do. That's all that is.
After giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He's going to let it go again.
Okay.
And that will be incomplete.
I'll see the pictures too.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Sheffield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schneider.
Come on.
Works his way free all the way down to the
He's shifting
outskirts of the
around
red
that
zone.
position.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schneider. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifted.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay game.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Sheffield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Oh, this is...
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70, Hawk.
Following the fumble recovery, Sheffield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds.
And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't, it's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, LA. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This taken in at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try the left side. Flynn. Now inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chargers.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Ready?
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second down and 8.
Hey, check
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schneider. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Up the middle they go. Schneider. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now again, right side. It's Schneider. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a give right side. It's Flynn. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sheffield. He's got room past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Come on. Set.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 19, Tiger.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Pearson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Bronco switch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Give him 14 yards there. First down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Over the middle complete. That's Schneider. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throw outside, complete to McLeod. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Again, he'll drop the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 1st down. Shepard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Come on. Set. Coogan.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll go down. Right down to the 20-yard line. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Sheffield. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Schneider. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
On first down, Flynn. Well, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A gain of 15. And the Chargers first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one finds McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 13 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Sheffield. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Complete to number 87.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Sheffield. And that is incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Flynn. And he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Check.
They'll try the left side. Shepard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
1918.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull